What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. We've had some incredible day and night of Call of Duty. This LAN event, in particular, the winners rounds, absolutely incredible to start this one after the pool play. And that was such a great one to start it off, right? We got to see the side of, I believe it was... Dax carries going to the MWII against the number 2 seed in ATK Gaming. They took them down in that 3-2. Great stuff coming on in from them.
Yeah, Morph was just popping off, and even with the AR, he was able to put down so much work. And the last casters up here did an amazing job. And we're definitely honored to close it out here. This will be the last one on stream tonight. But we got a whole extra bunch of nonsense coming at you tomorrow. Lots of games, and then all leading up to giving out that trophy there behind us, plus the cash money to the winners. So
absolutely. But let's actually give you a bracket update. We're going to pull it up right quick so everybody, we can take a look. As you get to see, it's that first series. It was the number 1 seed in the Wreck Baby Beavers. They took down CEC Academy in a 3-1. I believe it was a close map 3. It was 3-2 to Baby Beavers, and they closed out the map 4 pretty handedly, around 250 to 140. And then I believe the NM boys versus Team Performance. What a series that one was as well. Goes all the distance to map 5. And then Team Performance, they closed it out in a 6-3, similar to the side of ATK Gaming and Dax Carries. And the biggest upset, nobody saw this coming. X18 go all the way to map 5, round 11, and Backpackers close it out.
Wow.
X18 in the losers bracket. Nobody, you're just not seeing that one coming.
Yeah, X18, I thought they were going all the way. Now they're going to have to go all the way through losers bracket. Let's see the players again. Let's get a refresh. Extortion, who we got playing for them. We got Light, Ruka, Welpy, and Amuse. Ruka has been doing a really great job showing out. And now finally, we got some even teams, so it shouldn't be one-sided. This should be a pretty even playing field. What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think Yummy Tingz, we were talking to them, and Chuppy, right, they feel relaxed. They left the venue for about 2-3 hours. They came back feeling refreshed, and let's talk about that Yummy Tingz roster. Who do we got for it? It's going to be Chuppy, Kozin, Frostaic, and then Gentry, as he I think was playing on 2 teams, and he had a phenomenal series. I believe it was for ATK, so he's playing in 2 separate teams, and he's going over to Yummy Tingz. And if he is playing like he did in that last series, it's going to be difficult to take this team down.
Yeah, with that refresh they had, everyone got refueled. Got to talk to their loved ones, get them back in the groove, and all of them said that they're ready. They're going to take this dub. Yummy Tingz placed 3rd in their last LAN that they played, just lost to Vader Squad. So they're looking for another 3rd or a better position. They said they want at least 2nd out of tomorrow, I would say, for the tournament. And this is it. This is pretty much what's going to show whether that happens or not. Let's talk about the maps here. They don't have a slide for it, but we can sure talk about it. Where are we going here?
Yeah, so we have Fortress, Hardpoint to start it off, Embassy, Search and Destroy, and then it's going to be Hotel Control. Number 4 is the Zarqua Hydroelectric, and if we go the distance, which this has the potential to do that, it's going to be Hotel finishing it off, and I know that's your favorite map because a lot of people are going to be cooking it up in the kitchen.
Course.
And the vetoes, Extortion, they vetoed both Mercados, Hardpoint, and Search and Destroy. And then you look on the side of Yummy Tingz, Embassy, and El Asilo. This is going to kind of be an interesting pick. And you're looking, I think, at the IGL in Light to pick it up. He had that very iconic grenade, so he needs to be able to bounce back, I think.
Yeah, bouncing back for sure. That's the theme of the losers bracket. All of them are here for a reason. None of these guys have won a round. Actually, I think Extortion got 1 round in total. They did. Yeah, and Yummy Tingz, I don't think picked up any, right? I think that's where they were at. But you know, it's still pretty even playing field for both of them. It should be a good matchup, I think. We'll see how far it goes.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of great things out of this series. And I also want to point out in the bracket, I believe the first team that went home, unfortunately, was Team Boundless. That's Corrido and Co. along with Chemistry. They end up losing to CEC Academy in that technical losers round 2. But due to the fact of how late everything is, we're going to be starting off with the losers round 2 tomorrow. X18, they were sent home because they would be waiting for the winner of this series. And if they don't end up having it, it goes to a MWII, they could be waiting until 2:15, 2:30 in the morning, and we don't want anybody trying to do that, playing a series that late, unless if it's Championship Sunday.
I mean, and also, if you're either of these teams, just knowing X18 is your next lineup, that's rough. That's rough. So not only do these guys have to finish off tonight strong, but they have to start off like the strongest they could possibly ever have been tomorrow. Because, you know, X18... easy top 3 in this tournament. They're going to have to take them off of that early in just losers round 2. There's a lot of tournament ahead of that, and they got to do a lot coming tomorrow.
And the way that Chuppy was sounding is like, yeah, we want to go all the way to like the losers finals, potentially make that entire losers bracket run. And your first team you have to play is X18 after just such a tough loss, right? It was MWII round 11. You didn't get the win. So they're going to come in hot tomorrow. I don't expect that team to lose it, whoever they play after this series. But it's going to be an incredible day for Championship Sunday.
Yeah, and both of these teams' stat lines is pretty similar to Boundless, and X18 pretty much put them in their place, really, in the last match we've seen. And X18 also was playing Extortion, put them in their place. So, you know, maybe they're able to read some strats, go over it tonight into tomorrow morning. Well, there ain't much of the night left today, so it's going to have to be tomorrow morning that they go over that. But X18, I mean, unless it gets in their head they're in the losers bracket, I feel like they're going to beat whoever wins tonight. But, you know, it could go either way. It looks like the players are in. I think we're ready to get started. Let's get this going.
Absolutely. Let's get right on into it. And I appreciate everybody on the East Coast because it's 3 a.m. for them probably tuning on into this stream. And we love the energy and everybody coming to support the players. It's incredible being able to see everybody just come on in and, you know, support all these young players, these young guns and teams. And we're very thankful for everybody tuning on in today.
Yeah, this wouldn't happen if it wasn't for the viewers, the players, and especially Contender eSports venue, and a little bit of G Fuel too, I'd say. Definitely couldn't get done without the energy, so shout out to them for supporting the venue, because it's companies like them that help keep this going, along with everyone else. It's all a puzzle, and all the pieces got to be put together. Let's see here, off to the start. It's looking like Extortion should be able to get this first hard point as they push around this truck, kind of lock off Yummy Tingz from getting anywhere near. Chuppy is the one to kind of make a play here, just leaves flipping on his own. He's going to get taken out. Yummy Tingz might be able to get this.
Yeah, and a great start here for the side of Yummy Tingz, but it looks like Ruka from the side of Extortion. He's the one player we were highlighting, the young gun, filling on in. I think this was kind of a last-second roster. Both of these teams, last-second roster.
Yeah.
And I think there was also a falling out with Yummy Tingz, so this is kind of a grudge match potentially coming on up. And by the way, I don't think this is actually Morph. I think don't worry, it's not going to be him. I believe it's Kazin, if I'm not mistaken, and yes, that's going to be him.
Yeah, you know, Kazin playing on Morph's account, you know, that could mean something too. Already sitting at 4-1. Yummy Tingz looking like they're going to get some hard point score here. Pending if Flippin can push through this with the help of Bucky Jones, which is neither of those players' usernames. It's Welp and Rucka will be those two. Oh, Rucka's actually Contender guest, so that is Amuse. Okay, so Light is the only one that's actually their username.
Yeah, we apologize. We're still trying to learn the names. Everybody's swapping accounts, but already it was a great break coming on in from Extortion. Yummy Tingz, though, immediately earn it back. They should be able to wrap up this last 20 seconds of scrap. Number one, though, still sitting in the middle of the map. It was like, does get caught out. But look at these two players on rotation. It's going to be Ruka, and then it's going to be the side of Welpy ready for this. But once again, it is going to be Kazin finding those kills. And he finds a second onto Light, and already what looked to be a solid hill for Extortion. Starting to get a little choppy, but oh no! That was the side of a Welpy dropping 3. He secures this Fountain Hill.
Yeah, Welpy is really going off that fountain. Very nice to defend. You get in a good spot. You're going to have it for days. Yummy Tingz trying to push up in here to get it done, but Extortion really has this defense set up. They're all just single filing through this tunnel, and it's just not going to work that way. You know, finally we see Morph, aka who is Morph again?
I believe that's Kazin.
Kazin, right? Kazin there working up towards the top. They're just not gonna be able to get over here. You know, just quit fighting for it. 15 seconds left. Fight for next. You know, the stat line's still close. Yummy Tingz has a fighting chance here. Extortion doing a great job themselves. I hear a lot of loud noises coming from their room. They got the energy to clean out the night. Extortion has a good setup here, though. Yummy Tingz is gonna have an uphill battle taking this over.
And so far, going over to the P4 munitions, I like to call it the cannons hill because there's some old-fashioned cannons sitting down there, as it will be amused. He sits on 7, finds that kill. Can he get another one? No, Frostaic guns him down, has the help of, I believe that is Ruka, watching over him. Frostaic still sitting on the top side. Amused, trying to work his way around. Ruka ends up going down. Chuppy, they are locking down this P4. They got that early break. Hopefully they can lock down the last few seconds.
Yeah, Yummy Tingz had the tail end of the 30 seconds. Extortion had the first 30 seconds. And tying that all up here as we rotate out into the next one. Kind of a race to see who can get over there. Chuppy tried to get... Oh, wow, the spawn somehow just... very favorable to Frostaic as he tries to work through there. Didn't even look on the stairs. That player was right there ready for him. And Morph, aka Kozin, waiting for his teammate here, Chuppy, as they get in some nice 1v1 battles. Oof, wasn't ready for old Bucky Jones. Oh, wow, jeez, they're just getting taken out to the cleaners. Yummy Tingz possibly going to work from behind. Here we go. The squad spawn's going to push in close for them as they work towards the middle of the map. But Contender Guest, a.k.a. Ruka, going to have that locked down for just a little bit. Gentry went pretty big there.
And this map is so back and forth. Nobody's been able to lock down a significant chunk of hill time, or at least after they get 40, 35 seconds in, the break comes through and you're basically just flipping that 20-20 split, and maybe the rest going to contest. Extortion, it's Welpy who's really turning it up. That's aka the Bucky Jones man. 20 and 11, 50 seconds on the hard point. That's exactly what you want to see from one of your aggressive ARs. As Amuse gets one, will he find the second? No, not ready for the gunfight as Chuppy. After this first set of rotations, it's basically a tie game, and now it is. And we're going to be fighting for those P2 Gallows spawns. It's number 4 who gets a favorable one. Amuse gets it. Frostaic, though, you see him in the kill feed, gets 3 before dropping. And that's going to be Kazin trying to find one more. Can he do it? And it will be Welpy getting the trades as he finds 2 once again. It's just back and forth, but nobody's being that anchor holding down these spawns, and you can see it on the minimap.
Yeah, anchoring is kind of non-existent from both of these teams right now. It's really just flood in, get wiped, flood in, get wiped, and just keep trading back and forth. The stat line shows that for how tied it is. But neither team really being consistent in how they're getting it done. You know, they got the defense, and then 30 seconds later it flips to the other team getting the defense. You know, I'd really like to see a little more consistency from these players, you know, pulling the doubles, pulling the triples, even pulling the hill time. Yummy Tingz looking like they kind of have it here. See flipping, pushing up, able to find one of the kills. It's just kind of really back and forth. Yummy Tingz, though, has a little bit of an upper hand on this hill.
It's going to be interesting to kind of see who's going to be able to turn around these second half of rotations. And we were talking about this earlier. There's always one player it feels like that's kind of lagging behind, and that's the captain. That's Light, 7 and 17. The only player who hasn't broken that double-digit kills. And already, Chuppy making the heads-up play. They're feeling confident. He's the only one over there. Number 6, though, that's going to be the side of Kazan. Can he get one more? And Ruka, not quite, but he gets some reinforcement from the front of the hill. Welpy, can he take down another? No, Frostaic will win it. Doesn't have the support. Ruka, he is there. So this P3, it's going to pop. Extortion sitting in a good spot, but that is Kazan. Throwing down that gliding will immediately take him off the point.
Yeah, but look at Light. He's gatekeeping right now. All of them have to get him out of there. Look how much that slowed him down. It's 2 that's going to have to push through tunnel. They found 1. Can Bucky Jones do anything about it? We got Ruka as well, trying to hold it off up there in the top. Just waiting, playing a little more reactive instead of proactive there. Was able to find the kill, though, wipe him out. Gentry is down deep in the corner, waiting for his teammates to get in there. The tail end of the 30 seconds. Extortion needs this for the lead, and look at that. Yummy Ting's gonna pick 20 seconds of scrap, possibly. Light, yeah, just gonna run the opposite direction. I mean, 20 seconds, that's quite a lot that they're giving up, and Yummy Ting's is just getting further and further ahead as they hit 200 points.
And I love that play by Gentry. You pointed out he's sitting in the deep corner on the map, and he was still securing those spawns because they were right below them, so close to the hill, and they grabbed those last 20 seconds. But then you saw Light, and I believe it was Ruka. They came off the spawn, like you said, at 15 left, and they didn't send at least one to maybe challenge or contest it, and they just gave it up for free. And they still lose that rotational gunfight, and it's all been the side of Kazan. 29 and 18, the guys leading the squad, finally starting to get some hill time at 20 seconds, but it's really Chuppy that's impressed me. 19, sitting at even with 1:40 in the hill.
Yeah, Chuppy had a lot of time there, but again, you know, we're seeing 30 seconds where the teams swap out. We're going to see Extortion now taking control, but Yummy Tingz is surrounding this spot. There we go. They're able to take it over, and it's looking like Ruka trying to get in there, taking down Chuppy. A little 1v1 action here. Whoever's going to win that one, it is Ruka for Extortion. You know, 10 seconds left. They're going to go on to next. Frostaic was the only member of Yummy Tingz over there. He's getting taken out. And as the hill switches over, Extortion should get a fair chunk of hill time.
And number 2, this is going to be Ruka. He has to go big. Finds one, but his teammates do the rest of the dirty work. And it's number 6. That's going to be Kazan. Gets one. Can he find another? He's been such a thorn in the side of Extortion. Gets the second, but he allows the pinch to come through with Welpy. And a beautiful nade coming in off the spawn from Ruka. Gets a second as he's 6 kills in a row. That will be the glide bomb, and if he can contest this, that would be massive. Unfortunately, did not have enough teammate support, and now there is just constant trades upon trades. Everybody's throwing bodies on the hill. Gentry will fall. Amuse will win that gunfight, make it 2 in a row, but it's trades on trades. Nobody can get this hill time for a majority of it.
Yeah, no one can get the hill time because there's no anchor. Like you said, everyone's just throwing bodies on here. That's a play a little slower. You know, Yummy Tingz is so close to winning this. I could see them continually just throwing bodies on, just trying to finish this out. They have a little bit of work in order to get over to this site with Whelp just sitting on it, defending it very well. Chuppy gonna go in for the chow, ends up winning it. Light is taken out. Yummy Tingz could win it all right here.
And I think if you're Ruka, you maybe have to think about already investing that glide bomb just to at least strip away some time. Unfortunately, 3 members will drop, and he's got to invest it. You have 10 seconds left. You got to use it, but he goes out, use the gunny, and he might try to do it himself. It's too late. He knows he can't call it in quite yet, and he will go down. Will Amuse win this gunfight? No, Chuppy. One more. This is to secure the map. Not able to do it. Light has another gunfight to win. Frostaic goes huge. And that should be it. Yummy Tingz coming out hot as they take this map 1 250 to 181.
Yeah, Yummy Tingz, you know, it just kind of went back and forth over and over. No real anchor. I feel like Yummy Tingz just kind of had lucky spawns, I'd say. They really just had the squad spawns. You know, their players were dying more, so they were able to spawn more on the site. Morph, a.k.a. Kozin, hit almost 40 And Bucky Jones, aka Welp, also hit almost 40. Really just bodies were dropping left and right. And, every 30 seconds, it was a new team on a hill. And there was really no consistency. I think it was just due to the lack of the anchor.
Yeah, and I think kind of on this map, it's difficult to have that anchor since everybody spawns so close and it flips so drastically. I think with this hard point, it's hard to do that on a consistent basis, but it came down to that slay power, right? You saw 39-27, I believe. It was like 35 and 29. So there was a clear slay department going in for Yummy Tingz, and that's what we were talking about. Chuppy, we had that pleasure of getting that interview in with him. He knew they were making minor mistakes, and it looks like they've adjusted it here for that losers round 1, and they want to make sure they're trying to punch that ticket to Championship Sunday.
Yeah, and this is losers bracket, the last match that we're casting tonight. That's really playing actually in general tonight. And with losers round, you lose. That's it. You're going home. You're done. So they want to turn up. They want to show up for day 2 tomorrow. And whoever wins here is going to be on day 2. But they got to go against X18. So Yummy Tingz, if they take this 3-0, I can see them having a shot. But they got more work to do behind the scenes to take on X18. From what I've seen there, they had a lot of what needed to happen. Again, I can't say it enough, the anchor being there. They had a Slayer on each team doing a fantastic job, hitting almost 40 each. And the hill time, I feel like they were doing pretty good getting the route man over there, getting the teammates. Not too often it was single file, let's just go until we all die. I feel like, there were some strategies that were working out.
Yeah, and thinking about this map number 2, it's going to be the Embassy Search and Destroy. Teams really have to work on their strategies. This is one that if you don't have reps on, you're going to get demolished through it. There's so many angles, so many windows that you have to watch when planning the bomb. But we were seeing it from the side of Dak carries. They were calling out so perfectly, like which window, and immediately, like you said, he just would scope on it, didn't even know if the guy was going to be there, and he would shoot. So you need that communication in Search and Destroy. The decisiveness is going to be key. That's going to be the biggest factor for, I think, a few of these teams. But the way that Tingz has came out in that map 1, you can tell they're locked in.
Yeah, Yummy Tingz has a lot together. Search and Destroy, obviously a different animal. And communication, definitely huge. You'd be like, is saying these windows not enough? You got to have a call out for which window. Is it left window? If you're on the other side, then that's the right window. So, you need to work that out with your team, get them call outs. And it's really communication is huge for this map. In Embassy, I feel like not too many teams get it as often as the other ones that we see. So it's repetition and practice as well comes in big for this.
And let's go back to the vetoes as well. Both of these teams, one was Mercado, the other was El Asilo. So maybe kind of these sniper maps, both of these two teams aren't feeling necessarily confident, so I don't expect the sniper to come out in Embassy, which it's a 50-50 where I've seen it come out, unless if you're Morph, you run it all the time. But these two teams, they've been going toe-to-toe here, a 250, 181 hard point. This is it for both of them, right? If you go down 0-2 on the verge of going home in this day 1 so late at night, that's a difficult pill to swallow.
Yeah, looking like they're going Bio Frost Steak. There you go, rocking the sniper. There's the head. How much more time did he need to give him? Oh my gosh, I'm glad he finally pulled the trigger. But he was waiting for a written invitation there to take his head off. But he was there long enough. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just from behind, Yummy Tingz doing an amazing job there, starting it off. Frostake by himself. Now 1v2. I don't think he was able to pick up a secondary. Bomb in no one's hands. The sniper's going to have to plant the bomb now. And that's really the downside of the sniper, right? You get your untraded kill. But you did your job, but more is being asked of you, and missing that snipe is definitely not going to do it. Almost got him from behind. I like the chase here, but leads him into the open. Yummy Tingz, great strat there, getting him out of the building and up on the scoreboard now, 1-0.
Yeah, I think the names are actually switched, so that was Extortion coming out with that first round. Ruka leading them into the trap, and then Welpy cleaning them up in that backside corner. So great stuff coming out of them, and I like how you said he took his time with that sniper shot. The slow, steady squeeze, my friend. And maybe he was waiting for his spotter to be like, hey, you're good to make this shot. And he did. He made sure it count. Unfortunately, left in that 1v2 only with that pistol, and 2 close quarter situations. It's tough to get it done.
Yeah, names are backwards. You know, seeing Contender guest to flipping Bucky Jones throws me off for sure. But here we are, off to the next one now. 2-2, very quickly. Bomb in no one's hands. Yummy Tingz is defending here as they try to hold off this bomb. You see Frostake right in the middle of 2 players, but he's on a separate floor. And Contender guest, who is Ruka, looking to hunt him down. He is in this building. Light trying to find something here. Frostake able to find a kill now. A 1v1 possibly, but couldn't get the kill. Here we go. Chow from the right. Frostake. Oh, getting stunned out, and they just close it in. I feel like he could have got one of those kills. He just had to pick one of them.
Yeah, he was caught between a rock and a hard place, right where both of those players, they jump out at the same time, and it feels like, you know, you shot in the middle, but he ends up taking up both and not securing one kill on either of those players. Unfortunately, ran out of ammo. Then it was just a matter of time before they swarmed, used their utilities they had left, and were able to get that first round. So Yummy Tingz doing a great job of bounce back. But look at the way that Ruka started. 4-1. He got that double to get it back to the 2v2. So Extortion, they're not going down without a fight. And they did end up winning one map in the pool play. And it was, I think, this map in a 6-2. So comfortable for them, potentially looking to make that happen here in this losers round 1.
Yeah, Chuppy gets the bomb down. He gets taken out, but that's going to give their team an advantage here, as this is Kozen chilling on the plant. Bomb's in a great spot in the middle of the map, so that's a lot of work to get over there. Oh, they do take the trade. Are they going to hop on it for the defuse? It's out in the open. He's going to try to peek this window. Oh, yeah, that's going to do it there. Full team wipe. Bomb getting defused. Good amount of time left on the clock. And that is Extortion with that win.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Light, he didn't see that player. I thought that might have been difficult because Frostake, he was holding that corner, and maybe the fact that he had the ghillie suit kind of blending in with those, you know, those wall vines creeping up. Unfortunately, still doesn't matter. He fell. The teammates do the rest of the dirty work, but Extortion 2-1 up, and I like how they've been playing this. They've been relatively aggressive, making sure they're sticking together as a team. And granted, that kind of wasn't working out for them in the hard point as they were just getting pieced up. But an equal playing field, I think. And Light pulls out the sniper and gives them a good haircut across Gentry. And then Frostake, oh no, he takes out his own teammate. But a few kills come through quickly to the 2v2 and Amuse. It was Gendry who falls right in front of him. Now it's going to be, I believe that is Kozen left in this 1v2 for the side of Yummy Tingz.
Yeah, Kozen picked out the sniper. So, you know, I'd like to see him take a pick with that. Switch to the SMG, push the other guy. That's usually a good way to do it. Breaking the glass. I don't think they heard that, how far away they were. He's going to try and work through. Daddy is not ready. And work their way through the kitchen. That's what I like to see. Come on here. Nice and slow. Nice and crouch walking. Just peeking doors. Trying to get through there. Ruka is looking to get ready for it. We see flipping around the corner. That's Amuse. There we go. Gonna take it. But that was literally the worst possible spot for him to take that one. Extortion with another win now. 3-1.
And that was a great setup from Extortion, because even when right as he peeked here, that player had the corner of that back trailer to be able to just peek it at the slightest angle and make sure they could get that crossfire coming on in. So great job, Extortion. feeling confident in their subs. This is what I like to see out of them. Again, Light 0-4, Rucka 6-1, 4-2 for Amuse, and then Welpy 3-2 on the other side. Gentry, he had that unfortunate team kill with that nade on Frostaic in the round 4. We'll happen to see if he can bounce back here. And oh, unfortunately he doesn't hit it. Oh, misses a second. He had the opportunity, but might be time to put away the sniper.
Yeah, that was 2 hits that you definitely should have got. I mean, I get that you got the flinch, but he was aiming center mass. That would have flinched it up to a headshot, and just didn't get it. It is 2-2, so Chuppy still with the bomb. You know, Yummy Tingz has a chance here to get it done. Not really much anymore with that bomb down. He's literally standing on top of it. Gentry, though, he has the movement. He's definitely hyped to get this one. But look at both players. You're just waiting for him to come this exact direction that he's going.
And Light, he takes up Gentry, just trying to give him a few bullets. But oh my goodness, he blows up the truck in the back. So immediately Amuse, he decides to back on up. They had to have known the bomb was still down, but I love this reposition. Unfortunately, the Vaza, this is where the nerf comes on in. Still not ready for the gunfight. And it will be Extortion coming out swinging here early in a 4-1. This is what you want to see out of them. We've been waiting for this all night, and they're potentially getting it done in the S&D.
Yeah, I love that he immediately backed up to the ladder. That's clearly a strat that he's used before. Hold that corner. You have the high ground. Yes, they nerfed that SMG, but the high ground will get it even with a pistol. So he was waiting for him. Got the first, second, third shot. I mean, you just stand there and die at that point because you ain't taking it.
And it's all about those first bloods. I think it's currently a 4-1 in favor of the side of Extortion, as they're really capitalizing. And that was the thing we were being really critical on them in their duel play. They weren't able to do it. Gentry takes down Welpy, a solid shot, and now he just has to play it slow. And he does actually get a hit marker. Chuppy finds the kill onto Light. Finally, the numbers for Yummy Tingz. This is what you want to have happen. Sees the player run down, and Gentry, my goodness, he isn't missing too many shots. Amuse, 6-2, left in the 1v3, has the dead silence. Gentry pulls out the pistol after missing the sniper, and I don't want to see him go red dot chasing. Realizes that might not be the smartest move, and they would have probably had that crossfire. Still the side of Extortion with Amuse. 1v3, can he pull out this clutch?
He's completely surrounded. He is indoors. That's where you want to be. They don't know exactly where he's at. Bomb has to get picked up. Yeah. Yummy Tingz getting back on the map there after, what was it, that 4 in a row, I think, from Extortion now. 2-4. That's what you wanted to see. I mean, if you lose that one and you're on game point for the rest of the S&D round, that's not where you want to be. So good on them for bouncing back.
It's all about the mid-round adjustments, right? We've seen these teams where they will be down 3-1, 4-1, and maybe that was the big swing round that they needed to make sure, hey, we figured out what this other team is doing. Let's decide to counter-strat, pull out their own sniper. And I actually think Frostaic put it away and Gentry put it out.
Yeah.
And you already immediately find that success, so maybe keep him on that position. Whoever has a hot hand. Oh, the full stun comes through, the 1v1, and Frostaic, he gets it done. Light, he wishes he had that one back.
Yeah, you know, stunning someone out, but when you are already aimed exactly where you know he's gonna peek, just hold down the trigger and hope he runs into it. Exactly what happened. Yummy Tingz now up 4-2. There we go. Bucky Jones finds a kill, but he's going to get traded out immediately. We see Flippin was out in the open trying to get his kill from the low ground. Not going to work. Yummy Tingz now on the board again. 3-4. They're coming back here. You know, and they're up 1-0 in the series. So if Yummy Tingz can bring this back, they're going to be 2-0. And that's not where you want to be if you're Extortion.
It's the momentum game that these guys are starting to get it going. Yummy Tingz making those adjustments, and we're seeing it happen. And that really came down to that 1v1. I think if Frostaic doesn't win it and Light gets that dub, it probably would have been a complete difference because they had the entire backside of the map open. I think Light could have just held that, got a lot of information if they tried to rotate back. But the nades coming on through for Yummy Tingz, nothing will connect as it's Chuppy getting a big one, hops into the restroom, and immediately he's going to make this one difficult. Who's going to take it? And Chuppy again! A big kill for him. Light's going to decide to pop his dead silence and will finally get that trade. So stops the bleeding temporarily. Still putting himself in a great position. MWII, they get those first bloods and they have the numbers.
Yeah, Chuppy getting in there slowed them down significantly. Bomb in no one's hands right now. Here we go, 2v1. Light trying to take out Frostaic here, possibly. He has to get this bomb yet, which is quite a distance away.
Oh my goodness.
The mantle not working too well for him. He has the high ground here, but Frostaic read it beautifully. Just waited for him to take the mantle, and look at that, we're tied up, Graph. 4 up. MWII 3 in a row. Good on him here. What do you think some of these mid-round adjustments were that they're making to come back from this?
I think it was just a switch up in the sniper, and not to mention Chuppy. He gets aggressive in winning those first bloods. They were down 4-1. Now it's tied up, so they're really capitalizing on it for both sides. They're not giving anybody the edge. And I think kind of for the side of Extortion, they're now playing in those solo chows. There was no trade coming through, right? We saw that he went in to bottom bathroom. It was a 1v1 chow. They eventually did get it, but it still gave him that 2-for-1. And now it's going to be Cause, and will he get caught out? Tries to want to run away, and it will be Welpy coming away with that kill. The first blood back in favor of Extortion, but Gentry, like I said, pulls out the sniper, makes it back to 3v3.
Yeah, he was hiding behind that palm tree, and we see the outline, so it's pretty obvious, but it needs to be obvious for them to look at that spot, because those cheeky spots, you get one, that's one too many. You just got to have that map knowledge and know where the players could be. We are tied 3 up. Seems like Gentry got a hit marker there, so he knows something's cooking over there. Nade's going to come through, possibly catch a hit. I love the defense of the trophy out in the middle. No one's in your building, so you don't have to get too crazy over there. Flip to try to push up, but right through the middle of the map, going to get caught out. Bucky Jones pops the Daddy. There's one pushing up on the bomb. Wow, gets right around the corner. No hits on him. Chuppy, there we go. Finally catches some hits. 1v3, they know where he's at. He just has to keep him from planting this bomb, but doesn't get over there quick enough. Bomb goes down. I don't think he's going to get this round.
And I'm not sure if anybody heard it. Oh, maybe they heard somebody bottom side, but he had already moved up to top AC. Chuppy, along with Frostaic, trying to clutch this 2v1. Welpy doesn't have that dead silence, and I think he heard one. But, oh, I don't like that ego.
Why did
Frostaic, you didn't need to challenge on that one. And now Chuppy, I think you just run away. You have that information. But Welpy, he's going to challenge it. Chuppy, he goes down in the 1v3. Are you kidding me? Welpy goes massive, and he keeps the side of Extortion in this map too.
He killed every single one of them. 4 streak. Great work from them. Extortion back on the map here. Game point now. Like you said, he didn't have to go for it. Someone who was at Chow jumped off the building to chase. Why do you have to chase it, man? The bomb's right in front of you. There's only one other corner he was going around. You just gave them a free round.
And you don't need to, like you said, challenge it. And he was just all he needed to do was bob up and down, just get that information. And then as well as Chuppy, you go out, you try to reposition, you mantle on up, but he could have just left that bomb and then worked his way through middle and back through orange, and he would have got to that bomb in time. So, again, 2 of the players for the side of MWII, the misstep was through, but I love this aggressiveness coming on through from Extortion. Chuppy, he does even up the numbers at 3v3. As, another shot, Light. Oh, what's going on? Cousin, he didn't finish his kill, and Light's down to 1. Once again, into the 2v2. Light, he gets caught out. Frostaic, and it's going to be Amuse. Can he get it done? No, it will be Cousin, and he shuts him down. The defuse is in. Another round 11 coming into the search and destroy. This is what you live for in these LAN events. Who has the ice in the veins?
Yeah, round 11, SND in the losers bracket here. This is the second round. MWII won that first round. So this is going to be a big one. Light sitting 3-10, big yikes. But Bucky Jones, aka Whelp, sitting 10-7. So everyone pretty much canceling each other out here. It's anyone's game. Interesting to see if anyone will play the sniper. It seems like everyone really just kind of put that away as they rush through this one. Bomb in the hands of Flippin' as they possibly could go either direction. I think they're just waiting to see where they want to rotate.
Oh, and Ruka, he actually pulls out the sniper. So they've been switching up who's had their hands on that sniper. So I don't know how I feel about that. Ruka being your aggressive submachine gun player and making them have to run a sniper, and the stun comes out. And will they get this player before the bomb goes down? No, they won't. And oh no!
Check your corners.
Oh, Amuse didn't need to do that, but Ruka, he does get one. A 2v3. Can they clutch this up? Gonna peek the corner, and Frostaic with the read. And now Welpy, a 1v3 again, does the opportunity to clutch. He gets one! Ooh, Frostaic challenges, but all he needs to do is playtime number 2. Chuppy, he comes through, and he won't get it! And the side of Yummy Tingz, they were down 4-1, and they win the last 5 out of the 7 rounds as they take it and go 2-0 up in this series. Another tough one to swallow for Extortion.
Yeah, what it looked like, he threw the mag out and he went for the fight, but he didn't have a mag in the gun for the fight. And he still had like half a clip left. I just don't think he was prepared for someone to be pushing him the whole time. He was just working on that window fight with the guy in the bomb. Like you said, play the bomb. I definitely agree that was the right play, and he just got taken from behind. So great flank read here from Yummy Tingz on that round 11. The sniper came out from Rucka. He got a nice kill out of it. I like that everyone's kind of swapping, see where they fit. We're we're definitely late in the tournament for the day to kind of figure out where you're going to fit. But this is kind of the first bottom tier matchup really of the night. So you got to really see where you fit with the other bottom tier players until you can work your way back up to a top tier, which is really your next game against X18.
And coming into this hotel control, that's such a dagger. It potentially feels like that series could be over, and I don't like that switch up. Yes, Rucka got that sniper, but I would have liked to see him push up in a forward spot where he could have potentially taken down Frostaic in that close 1v1 instead. Frostaic made up for it in those last 2 rounds, right? I think he ended up coming away with 4 kills in the past 2, and he gunned Rucka off that back heady when he was sitting on the bomb, and he took down the bomb carrier or the bomb planter. So going massive after kind of letting that 1v3 get away from him. So you like to see the bounce back as well.
Yeah, and I think that was Bucky Jones, aka Whelp, that got that 1v3 or 1v4.
Yep.
So a good turn up from him, seeing that out there. As we load into hotel control, finally our first control we were able to cast.
Goodness. It takes a best of 5 to get there though, because this one would have already been a 2-0.
Yeah, and hotel, this one's big. I'd like to see the B push off the start. Honestly, get that B push. Get as much as you can with progress-wise on that point. Let your team die, spawn out A, get that restaurant control, and then swarm back on B. And that garage control, the apartment control, very huge in capturing that B spot.
And if you're on that defense, it's really about getting that top bedroom, because it is so difficult to try to exterminate who's ever just scurrying around. They are scampering all over those beds. There's just rats everywhere, infestation they have to take care of if you're sitting in that top bedroom on the defense. And then if you're allowing that A site to get captured, if you have an AR, you want to push all the way over to rooftops, still have that player sitting in bedroom, and then maybe the other 2 watching middle of the map. But if you do find those kills through the middle, they're going to be spawning all the way in kitchen, and that just makes them have to track that much farther. So you have to keep an eye on the spawns, and it just delays those reinforcements.
Yeah,
that's going to be the crucial thing.
Yeah, you can't really come back from spawning all the way in kitchen trying to capture B. Anchoring, like we keep saying, is spawn control now. For control, you want to spawn kill as much as you can, work that kill feed, get them respawns down. and just get that defense, push up, keep them from spawning too close in, because, you know, we've seen Morph's team, Dax, the Dax team, they were able to win some control rounds when they were down over 10 kills, down to just 4v14 they won just from capturing. So you got to play to your strengths. If capturing points is your strength, do it. If slaying out is your strength, then do that.
And it's going to come down to this control. Will the side of Extortion go home in day one? I know nobody wants to, but we have to do it, Chef. And I don't like having to say, hey, you have to go home tonight. But it comes down to this control. The series is on the line. That trophy, $1,500 to almost $1,600, is there. It's up for grabs, and it's in your reach. Don't let it fall apart right now and go down 3-0.
Yeah, but, you know, we talked to Yummy Tingz. They were ready for the bounce back. They rested. They relaxed. They got with their team. They talked some strats, and it was more just them chilling. And, you know, maybe the stress got to him a little bit to start off. But, you know, we talked to Chuppy and how his whole team's just going to reevaluate everything and just hit it a lot differently. It's exactly what we've seen. And it looks like the team names are correct here. So Yummy Tingz went for that B push off the start, but they're going to get surrounded from behind. But look at this, Frostake still on there. Ooh, look, that was a hair away from progression. But they all spawn right back into it, and they're going to go for it here. I think they should get it.
And Welpy, he's starting to light up the kill feed. He's on 3 in a row, and I love that double challenge on that last player, making sure they secure it without losing anybody. But they at least were making sure that first tick didn't come through. It eventually does. Chuppy, the last player over on the offensive attack, as he does get that information, the player sitting behind that back desk. Ruka shoulder checks, gets away with his life. Again, the shots come in. Welpy already 5 in a row. The A site, though, going over to the restaurant. It seems like Frostake, he takes care of Ruka as well as Amuse. So a great start here for Yummy Tingz. But this is atypical, no pun intended, as they're securing this position, and they're going to have roughly 1:50 on the clock to secure this B site.
Yeah, I love that Kozin was working his way around towards B, but I don't like that he touched it. He should have stayed in the back, in street, and kept them spawning out, like you said, up there in kitchen. Because they would have been able to capture B if they just went for that anchor spawn control.
And already, I don't like this setup that's coming in for Extortion. You have 3 players not even sitting, you know, at the 50-yard line. Yes, they take care of the flanker. It's number 8, Ruka. His job is to stay alive. Unfortunately, he will go down. But Bucky Jones, a.k.a. Welpy, he's 9-0. He cannot be stopped. Is he going to make it 10? Unfortunately, gets caught sprinting. Chuppy, the player to shut him down a tad bit too late, because that glide bomb has been earned, and it's 1 set of clean kills that you will need to potentially find the opening, and they have it. Kozin watching on the backside stairs, but Welpy, he just does not give a hoot as he is finding all these kills. He will eventually fall, but the kills, it is so back and forth. Yummy Tingz just a sliver away from securing that second one, but number 5, Amuse, he's going to clear it off.
Here we go. Frostake is doing exactly what you need to do. They keep taking the Braun fight, and they're just going to spawn right behind it on street. You're just going to have to keep going and going and going. Yummy Tingz is down on bodies. They're down on time. They're down on positioning. You can see they can push out here into B, but they're going to have to kill Light, and that's going to take a couple of their resources away. Again, none of them are pushed up, but they're spawning up top towards Restaurant. So, you know, that could have been an opportunity for them to get somewhere, but they just didn't.
And I think they just invested that glide bomb because they didn't think they were going to get the break. So already you have that off the table if you are Yummy Tingz. So great job from them making sure they were able to at least expend it. And they find the clean set. That's 4 dead. And it's all over. Yummy Tingz at the buzzer win the offensive round. And like we said, if you get a clean 4, you get a clean set. It's so much easier with no respawns or mating. They win the 4v8.
Yeah, Yummy Tingz last second. And honestly, I see that a lot at B. If you let your defense down whatsoever in any direction and they read that, you're just going to get taken out and captured.
It's about this overcommitment as well. I've seen this where you're losing that A site and the defense, they decide to throw all their bodies and try to get it. And they might actually get the 4 members down, but nobody's sitting in the middle. And they will spawn at that backside staircase right next to B, and they'll be able to flood it. So you'll just have to keep an eye on that. Make sure, I'll be making a bunch of football references. Stay home. Make sure you're protecting your own lane and don't give it up. The overcommitment, it can sometimes shoot you in the foot.
Yeah, and look at this. They're taking the easy A with 0 B progression. Gentry and they're just working through it. Gentry with another kill. It looks like that second tick did get made. They're all starting to go towards B with Chuppy over there to defend, but they all get taken out. There's just one player left from MWII to try and get something done, but he works through the middle of the map, trying to get somewhere. No progression yet. They should get 1 tick out of this, as everyone very slowly closes in. They might get a second tick now. That ties up both points. There we go. Oh, wow. They're just locking them down. A lot of screaming, a lot of energy out here coming through the wall. And that is B captured. That's going to leave the toughest one for them. But Tingz gets a full wipe, gets them spawned in the corner. We're tied on lives, so this is exactly what Tingz needs to get this back with just 1 tick left.
And a great job from Tingz. They realize if you're in the middle of the map and you have a player in kitchen, they're going to spawn all the way over below bottom deck on that P6 hill. And as long as they keep this setup, the spawn out is going to be so far away. You want to keep a player alive middle on the map. But look at number 8. That is Ruka trying to make his way through. Gets the opening kill. But already it's just such a solid setup for Tingz. It's causing 17-9. He will drop eventually as he tried to go through the middle of the map. And now if you're Frostaic, go into kitchen. Don't expose yourself. Gentry does get stun checked, and the aggression comes through. Welpy wins it. As Frostaic, he's still sitting on the point. Can he take down another? But that's so difficult. He gets pinched, and now Ruka, he flies on through Chuppy. You have to make the play, and he gets 2. Another one. Can he get it? And no, Amuse goes massive. Extortion now on the offense as these 2 teams, they are exchanging heavy-handed hits.
Yeah, quite an intense ending there. You know, when there's only 1 tick left and the whole team's going for it, you got to play perfect on defense. You get fooled or even like 3-man down, you're just going to get outranked there, and Extortion takes full advantage of the man advantage and gets that win on that one. You know, Light sitting at a 0.5 KD, not helping out too well for his team on respawns, but respawns haven't been a factor yet. It's just been capturing on attack, so it's off to Tingz to get both sites here.
And if you're on control, life's, as long as you're not throwing away too many, he sits at 11 deaths, but you have Amuse who has 15, and Ruka, he will find another onto Chuppy who has 12. But that's kind of the biggest thing. If you're not getting kills, don't be throwing away your lives. I've seen players go 10 and 30. It's like, what are you doing on the map, man? You're throwing it, you're giving them freebies, and sometimes when it comes down to the lives, it's going to make it so difficult. But already you have this setup, and that was talking about, they overcommitted. They're all sitting in the middle of the map, and they all spawned over by that backside staircase. They need to win a few key gunfights as he finds one. Can Chuppy stay alive? One more gunfight he needs to win. He takes down Flippin' and aka Amuse, and that should be the B site secured. Is Ruka, can he go huge? He should challenge. He doesn't need to ego it, and the B site is secured, but they're already on the A. Frostaic, he tried to lock it down on the defense, wasn't able to do it. Can he do it on the offense? No, he will find one. That is Light going massive for the squad. You'd like to see him turning it up as he's found 4 kills so far.
Yeah, they look to zero it out, but there is 1 tick on the point yet. I like that they're pushing up through kitchen, get that spawn out of there. Chuppy catching a nice double and gets taken out. And that just leaves one player left now for Yummy Tingz. He's going to get taken out, and that could open the defense. Yeah, look at that. They spawned right on it. Extortion having a great setup here to defend. Lives are tied. Score is tied. Yummy Tingz, 2-0 in the series. So we're looking at Extortion to win this to extend the series.
And I love that shutdown by number 5, Amuse. He found Gentry in the backside, and that was the opening they potentially needed. Frostake, he catches the player lurking right outside the booth, and he finds another into Ruka. Ruka, all you need to do is just snake that heady. It's so much more difficult. He decides to push on up, and I believe Bucky, he just got a freebie as that player walks right into the sights, into the bullets of the 7.62 rounds. Gentry, can he get any more? Yes, he will, and ooh, maybe a few extra body shots. I'm not sure if it was a pre-fire or giving him the boot, but already the side of Yummy Tingz, they hop on the offense, a 2-1 advantage, and all they needed to do, secure defense, and you're going into this championship Sunday.
Yeah, attacking clearly the strong suit for both teams. But it seems like Yummy Tingz has the attack, and then defending the point they're attacking. They're just able to capture it a lot quicker. I feel like the strats are a lot better for them, a lot more rounded and put together. And Extortion, we'll see what they can get done here. The lives haven't been too much in their favor if it ever does come down to lives. Because, the defense and the offense are pretty evenly matched throughout here. But attacking clearly the strong suit.
And so far, the defense, they stopped that immediate B-side hit. Oh, goodness. Frostaic, when he is on it, he's not missing too many. And there, I believe that was Chuppy's fault. He walks right into that nade. Still, it's Kazan. Cleans up the rest. And now it's number 1. Can he take down Ruka? No, he can't. As the shots come through, Ruka takes down 2, and that's 3 members. And now it's up to Frostaic to go massive. At least takes down 1, so that should delay it just a tiny bit. And look at number 1 coming through. He needs to take down the player behind the desk. He will do so. But right now, we were talking about this. You need to be proactive instead of reactive. Make sure you're just thinking a step ahead and not trying to react what's happening in front of you.
Yeah, and Extortion did a good job hitting both points there, splitting up the already low resources that Yummy Tingz had on the spawns available. And it looks like they're going to be able to get A here. Frostaic, not sure why he's running over here. Maybe just keep it from rotating out so they don't get these spawns. And they're gonna start slowly working towards B. Gentry has the defense set up though, gets his teammates in the right positions. And finally looks like Chuppy is going to work towards apartment, try and get that locked down, and he does. That just leaves 1 player of Extortion over there as he might start to rotate off a bar.
And if you're the side of Yummy Tingz, you have 2 players push up and then 2 players in the back. So you have to know the middle of the map is open. That's what they're watching. Unfortunately, Frostaic, he just gets caught sprinting. I don't know why. He was just kind of running out. Felt like he had no information, but they should have. The drop shot from Ruka is perfect. But off of the spawn, he cleans it up, and this is a solid defense. Nobody's been able to find an opening as Kazan is hitting shots. It will be Welpy, the man to shut him down. He started off, I believe it was 12-2. Definitely has been cooled down a bit as he sits, I think it's at 20-16. But it's been an all light blue kill feed. Yummy Tingz, they are 40 seconds away from taking this series.
Yeah, they're up in lives. They're up on time. They're up on positioning. They have this whole half of the map on lock. And there's some more kills just to prove it. But Bucky Jones just kind of walks through the whole map, finds the hole in the defense, gets in there, but the AR ain't going to do it, and neither is looking the wrong direction. But, we've seen teams take a 4 full on the B in this exact amount of time left. Hell, I've seen them do it at 0.1 second, able to come back with just a 1 tick on B. So, Yummy Tingz still has to stay on it with this clock ticking.
You need this 4-man down, or at least 3. It's not quite there. They have all that information. Light, he's the only one who's able to hop on the point. Can he win this second? And no! Wow. The series is over in the side of Extortion. After that map 2, where they lost in the 6-5 round 11, they just didn't have any momentum coming on into this map 3.
No, but, they were close games, right? 250, 181 hard point. Obviously, round 11 S&D always means it's close. We just seen that last map, 34 for Morph. Who was Morph again?
That's Kazan.
Kazan, yeah. Kazan doing an amazing job there. And honestly, it really came down to who won their first defense round. And Yummy Tingz was able to get it. Talking to those players and how they were able to bounce back and really put into effect everything they said. They weren't talking nonsense. They really put it together. They really relaxed, rejuvenated all of their spirit, watched all the other players that were doing their games before them in the winners round, got that motivation, got that LAN energy, brought that here to close out the night.
Yeah, I love how you summed it up perfectly for the side of Yummy Tingz. They came back rejuvenated, full of life. And I think once this tournament actually started, you could kind of feel there wasn't much energy in the pool play. They're like, okay, we can lose these, right? We can give up a map or two. But it has been nothing but intensity in that other side. Yeah. When the winners started, there was not a single 3-0. It was 3-1s or 3-2s. And I think it was 3-3-2s. That's incredible. You just don't see that very often. That shows how equally matched all of these teams are. And it's a great day one of Call of Duty. That was our last match of the night, as it was Yummy Tingz getting the clean sweep. I can't say clean. They get the sweep in the 3-0. The map 2 was close.
Yeah.
As they pulled off a 4-1 comeback. But, Chef, what's your takeaway from today?
Takeaway, honestly, we got a lot of talented players out there. We got a lot of money on the line. We got a lot of nice trophy to hand out. And we got a lot of amazing games coming up tomorrow. The games we casted earlier, that pool play, that says nothing, because this is what they are going for. The amazing Modern Warfare 2 trophy, the first of its kind, and possibly maybe a couple more coming for Contender eSports venue here at the LAN. Shout out to all the production team getting all this done, set up and ready. And we're going to go into day 2 tomorrow, ready to rock and roll, well rested. And, just some even more amazing games. But I got to say, Yummy Tingz, you got X18, so you're going to need a lot more than rest to show them up tomorrow.
Yeah, we can actually talk about the series right before we tune on off. Tomorrow in the winners round 2, it's going to be the side of the Baby Beavers going up against Team Performance. This is the matchup I think everybody has to look out for, because this is the reigning champs in Team Performance going up against Aggro's team, who are the runners-up in the last LAN at this venue. So it's going to be a grudge match. The number 1 going up against the number 5. And then you have the upsets from both. It was Dax Carries takes down ATK in a 3-2. It was the 6th seed taking down the number 3. And then the biggest one of them all. Nobody saw this coming, as it was Backpackers take down X18 in a 3-2 map 5 round 11, as it's Backpackers versus Dak Carries. And right now, the hottest team, it is Dak Carries. They are on fire. We were watching them. Zaya, Morph, those guys, incredible stuff. Alex being the IGL, their comms were on point. And then in the losers round 2, we will have ATK Gaming going up against Crib White. X18 going up against Yummy Tingz, who just took this series in a 3-0. We have the NM boys go up against Infinite eSports, and that was a tough one for the NM boys because they lost it in a 3-2 against Team Performance. And then you have CEC Academy. They were actually the first team to play the losers round 2, and they send Team Boundless, Corrido, and Co. home. So they're going to be sitting in the losers round 3, and that's going to be between NM boys and Infinite eSports. Just great stuff all around. A great day 1 of Call of Duty.
Yeah, a lot of people, ourselves included, we're talking X18 making it all the way to the end. They have a lot of work to get to the end now. Dax Carries. Morph has just been doing an amazing job. The energy from that team really just pumped up everyone else's energy out there. I know mine as well. They definitely pumped me up. All those players just working together, fist bumping, some good vibes over there. And I just love it, man. I'm ready for day 2. Let's get some rest. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Be sure you tune in tomorrow. We're starting at the same time. Graph, that's it, man. What a great time today was.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a pleasure casting with you, Chef. Our first time meeting each other in person after casting online for 3 years. But a big shout out also to production, Nick, Ethan, and then the 2 other casters, Scotty and Cam. They did a phenomenal job.
Definitely.
We want to make sure everything's running smoothly. There's nothing you can do about Battle.net. That's nothing on anybody. But a great job, and we want to give a shout out as well as to G Fuel hosting the venue. So great stuff from them. But everybody, we'll see you tomorrow.